This is Mac OS Ken.
A positive note heading into Apple earnings, a notable shift in the App Store, and the first Comic-Con for Apple TV Plus is in the books. It is Monday, the 25th of July, 2022. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Collide, endpoint security powered by people. Learn more and try it for free at collide.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by Upstart, fair and fast personal loans. It can be hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel when you have high interest debt, and it can be even harder to ask for help. That is where Upstart comes in. Upstart-powered personal loans can help you pay down high-interest debt, all online, with simple and easy-to-understand payment terms. You're more than just your credit score. Upstart knows that. So instead of just your credit score, Upstart's model considers additional factors like your income, employment, and other information provided in your loan application to find you a smarter rate for your loan. Join the 1.8 million people Upstart has helped on the way to financial freedom. You can check your rate in minutes for loans between $1,000 to $50,000 without impacting your credit score, and you can receive funds as fast as one business day after accepting your loan. Don't wait and check your rate today at upstart.com/macOSKen. UPSTART. That's upstart.com/macOSKen to check your rate today. Don't forget to use my URL to let them know I sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/macOSKen. One Apple watching investment house has decided it was wrong about Apple's June quarter before Apple actually tells them how it went. Apple 3.0 ran part of a note from Canaccord Genuity analyst T. Michael Walkley on Friday. While he did not change his rating nor his price target on the company's shares, he did up his expectations for last quarter, saying that his firm's previous, below consensus numbers, they were low. Points of note from his note: he expects to see improving iPad sales, in part due to improving supply. He says Apple is well positioned to continue to benefit from the 5G upgrade cycle. He says iPhone demand looks to have been more resilient than his firm expected, and he thinks Apple's supply headwind of $4 billion to $8 billion will come in at the low end of that range. Going forward, he and his expect the higher margin services revenue growth to outpace total company growth and drive gross margin expansion. Apple still got $73 billion in cash it can use to invest and support long-term growth, and Apple customers will stay loyal. Quoting the note, with the 5G upgrade cycle likely a benefit for the next several years, other hardware categories growing double digits, and continued mix shift towards high-margin services, we believe the share price is compelling for longer-term investors. Walkley has a buy rating on Apple shares. His 12-month price target on the shares is $200. It's getting down to crunch time for notes such as these. Apple earnings for the June quarter, the third quarter of fiscal year 2022, are due this week. Numbers for last quarter will hit Apple's site after the close of trading at 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern this Thursday, the 28th of July. A little bit later, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, Apple CEO Tim Cook, Apple CFO Luca Maestri, and folks from the financial front will do the conference call thing. You can hear that as it happens on Apple's investor site. Apple will make it available as a podcast soon after, and of course, we will recap the whole thing here on Friday. A pretty big shift hit the App Store last week. We knew it was coming, but still. A piece from 9to5Mac says Netflix has added an external subscription button to its app for iOS. It's been about 3.5 years since would-be subscribers could subscribe to Netflix through the company's application. Netflix likely made that change so it wouldn't have to cut Apple in for the 30% or 15% commission Apple charges for in-app purchases. While terms of service kept the video streamer from directing noobs to subscribe outside the application, regulatory wins prompted Apple to loosen up on that restriction. As for the in-app option to subscribe outside the application, pains are taken to make sure users know whose house they're in. When you tap the subscription button, according to 9to5Mac, a message says that you're about to leave the app and go to an external website. It goes on to point out that any accounts or purchases made outside of the app will be managed by the developer, Netflix. Your App Store account, stored payment methods, and related features such as subscription management and refund requests will not be available. Apple is not responsible for the privacy or security of transactions made with this developer. Hitting continue takes users to the Netflix site. There, they can enter their info and watch away. If your iPhone doesn't make enough startling, senseless, and random noise for you, good news. Mac Rumors says last week's iOS 15.6 update has added a test alerts toggle. Available in settings for phones connected to a carrier in the U.S., the piece says turning on test alerts enables test emergency alerts to be received on both the iPhone and Apple Watch. The toggle is located in the Settings app under Notifications, then Government Alerts, and is turned off by default. Apple says the government is responsible for the content and the frequency of the test alerts. It's not so much a new feature as an improved one. Mac Rumors says past iterations of iOS allowed test alerts either by installing a special profile from Apple or dialing a code in the iPhone app. Hence the not new but improved thing. The toggle simply provides users with an easier way to opt in to receive test alerts, according to the report. That pre-Apple One computer that's up for auction, prices are headed to the stratosphere. I told you about this one last week, notable for a couple of reasons. First of all, it does not work. And second, it is the demo unit that Apple co-founder Steve Jobs used to sell the Byte Shop on the machine, launching Apple toward where it is today. On Friday, bidding on the machine stood at just under $130,000. 3 days later, it is just above $278,000, with nearly a month to go. The auction ends on Thursday, the 18th of August. If you're in the market for something used that's less expensive and more recent than the Apple One before the Apple One, and that still works, by the way, iPhone 12 Pro is back in Apple's Refurbished store. Mac Rumors says the creme de la creme of smartphones, circa 2020, is back among Apple's like-new offerings. They appear to be going fast again, though. When Mac Rumors posted its piece on Friday, it said the 12 Pro models were available in storage capacities of 128, 256, and 512 gigabytes. When I checked Sunday night, 512 was no longer an option. The other two were, though, with 128 gigabyte models in graphite or Pacific Blue going for $759, 256 gigabyte models in both of those colors plus a gold model were available for $849. Price-wise, it is not a bad deal, though that phone's about to get a whole lot older pretty soon. While it is one model back now, iPhone 14 is expected to hit in about 2 months' time. When it does, iPhone 12 will be 2 models back, not 1. Just something to consider before hitting the buy button. More news in a moment, but first a word from Collide, endpoint security powered by people. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. If you have a business, and that business employs people, Any one of those people could be the weak link in your organization's security. Don't wait for it to break. Strengthen your employees' security know-how with Collide. Collide sends your people important, timely, and relevant security recommendations for their Linux, Mac, and Windows devices right inside Slack. That's your people keeping your environment secure rather than you locking down hardware until they almost can't use it. While that is great, my favorite part is how Collide informs users. It's not just telling them what to do, it's telling them why what they're doing is important, making all the links in your security chain stronger. Find out more and activate Collide's 14-day free trial. Visit collide.com/macOSKen to sign up today. That's KOLIDE, collide.com/macOSKen. Enter your email when prompted to receive your free Collide gift bundle after trial activation at KOLIDE, collide.com/macOSKen. This year marked the first year at San Diego Comic-Con for Apple TV+. While the Cupertino streamer did not make nearly as much noise as DC or Marvel, there was plenty of news for fans of the company's offerings over the weekend. The alt history show For All Mankind has been picked up for a 4th season. Apple issued a press release Friday driving home the announcement, which was made at the show's SDCC panel. Along with the release came a new description. According to that, For All Mankind explores what would have happened if the global space race had never ended. The series presents an aspirational world where NASA astronauts, engineers, and their families find themselves at the center of extraordinary events seen through the prism of an alternate history timeline, a world in which the USSR beats the US to the moon. Season 4 production is set to begin next month. No word on a premiere date. Further into the fantasy realm, a piece from Apple Insider has word on Season 2 of Invasion. That's the one that follows a global cast of characters in the wake of an alien invasion of the planet. According to the piece, Season 2 will pick up months after the end of the first season and will explore the impact of the invasion on society and on a personal level. Apple Insider says co-creator and writer Simon Kinberg equated the upcoming season as Act 2 of a movie where stuff goes crazy. He didn't say stuff, but you get the idea. Kinberg says the season will feature a full-on action of the battle for Earth that he had always wanted for the show. No word on when the second season will premiere. If you've missed Mythic Quest, there were some good things for you out of SDCC. They included details on the new season, comments from one of the show's creators, and a Season 3 teaser. Season 2 ended with a couple of characters, Ian Grimm and Poppy Lee, leaving the studio behind the video game Mythic Quest to start their own game studio. For reasons not explained in the teaser, the newly formed Grimm Pop Studio is still tied in with its old co-workers. Another piece from Apple Insider explains that a bit, saying during San Diego Comic-Con, co-creator Megan Gans explained that after the team split up in Season 2, the third explored how the team could be brought back in a way that seems organic. The season also looks into how difficult creative partnerships are. Season 3 of Mythic Quest hits Apple TV Plus sometime this fall. You can see the third season teaser on YouTube. And finally today, though it is riding off into the sunset, C, one of the first 4 flagship shows for Apple TV Plus, got the Comic-Con treatment. A piece from Deadline says this season, the citizens of the post-apocalyptic future rediscover explosives and how to make them. What could possibly go wrong? The third and final season of C premieres on Friday, the 26th of August. Apple TV Plus premiered a full trailer for the final season at Comic-Con. That is available now on YouTube. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by Upstart. Fair and fast personal loans. Learn more and check your rate at upstart.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by Collide, endpoint security powered by people. Learn more and try it for free at KOLIDE collide.com/macOSKen. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media. Online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. info@macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.